Thing at you.
Definitely not. That would be really hard. I guess you could say an athletic trainer is a healthcare professional.
So, like, doctor adjacent. So, like, I wasn't wrong. I am Chase. I must be correct at all things, TJ. Learn your place. All right, cool.
I try to keep from panting.
I thought you could have been more like into coaching or something. You like sports. That's all my knowledge of sports. You either play them or you coach them. There are no other jobs, positions, or roles around sports. Behold, I am Chase Hunter.
TJ shakes his head.
No, I'd be terrible at that. I can't yell at people all day. I'd have to be like an owner or something, but I'm fucking broke. Is there even a degree for coaching?
Okay, for real, TJ, you're going to a sports college.
Yeah.
You should know that absolutely is a thing.
That's true. It's like you're in the program. I think you should know like what degree or what you're literally trying to get.
Like that should be like on the letterhead above, or in the list of majors above sports medicine.
Yeah, that should literally be like step one, determining what you want to graduate in, get what degree. You're like, oh, I want to get a degree in coaching. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but the Lord forbids coaching. I forgot that part of the Bible, so you can't do that at Christian college. I guess Behold my depth of knowledge of Christian colleges. I think most people that want to coach just get like a teaching degree in history so they can teach.
I make air quotes.
Because all I know is high school level coaching.
Mm-hmm.
At high school, while also coaching, they teach to coach.
Oh yeah, that's
because
how
no
it
one
was
just gets
at
a
our
teaching
school.
degree because of the love of the game. Oh, sorry.
Bad dog. Scratch.
Oh.
Okay, go for it, narrator.
Oh yeah, that's how it was at our school. I step on a particularly sharp rock and bite my lip to keep from yelping.
I really just wanted to do something involving athletics. Oh hey, you just hurt your foot. Let me do my healthcare professional stuff on you.
Yeah.
Lay down on the hot sun.
he just sparters Chase onto his back and like
oh
treats
great,
the wound.
a healthcare opportunity. This is my turn, bunk.
It's like, Chase, get on the table. I need to operate. Now turn your head and cough, Chase.
Now let's make sure these are the right size. Yep, they're about the right
I studied
size.
otter physiology. Do you like it? The whole athletic training thing?
Yeah, well, it is my first year, so who knows? But I think I do. I don't really know myself. Self-awareness is not something I've developed as an individual. It's been blocked by my church.
Well, that is the path to the devil. So
right.
you like helping people? The thing we're literally about to go do?
That, and I just like sports. Like, really, I could have just been a commentator, but I don't have, like, a good way with words like you do. Ew.
TJ is quiet for a second after saying ooh and do a bunch.
It probably sounds silly, but it seems to make life seem more simple.
And that's what TJ wants, to be a simpleton. But bump. Sports?
That's why I vote red. Yay!
Like my shirt.
Because my mom tells me to.
Yeah, I don't have an ounce of like self-determination at all. The Bible says so.
I mean, if you look at my name is in blue. Therefore, you know who I'd vote for.
Yeah, or exercising. There's a goal and something in your way, like the other team, or a big hill.
TJ kicks a pebble up from the ground and catches it on the top of his foot before launching it down the road.
And your only job is to get around that to get to your goal.
The lynx laughs.
I could have joined the military. But I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, my goal right now, Chase, is your booty. I won't get it. Think it does? I kind of like that with video games, I guess.
I can see that.
I tried to kick a pebble up on the top of my foot like TJ did, but I just ended up kicking it off to the side of the road.
How did you do that? You know, basic hacky sack abilities. Clearly, you're a genius of physical dexterity.
You mean basic motor function?
Well, apparently Chase doesn't have that, so, you know, I guess that would be impressive.
Wow, you have basic dexterity.
Whoa!
Whoa. Oh, I just got lucky that time. Usually it doesn't work. I am on the soccer team, though.
Yeah, looking back at Leo's route, it's like, oh yeah, why am I dominating like everybody with like one paw on the, you know, I only need like one paw on the ground. You know, honestly, that would have been fair. Like TJ's just hopping around, like one, you know, like his other leg is just like tied up,
Remember when we were younger and
and
that?
he still wins.
Remember when we were younger and there was that lady who was talking to us about trying to give us some like Aesop about a kid who played soccer, and like every single time she brought him up, we'd just be like, "Yeah, and he got so." She'd be like, "No, stop it." I think about how I didn't even bother trying out for my school's swim team Pradas. I already know how mediocre I was.
But I also just like being on the side of the field with all the cheering and lights. It's fun. Really, pom-poms really match my side fur, don't you think?
Yeah, in this outfit.
Also, cheerleading is a part of the athletics program, so he could do that. But again, clearly this game was written by gay men because they don't know anything about sports, which I concur with.
As we continue down the road, we walk past the charred foundations of an old trailer. I sort of look at DJ and imagine him now in a cheerleading outfit, thinking how weird he would look.
Or hot.
While the brush has mostly grown back, scorched earth and black sagebrush skeletons still remain. At the moment, the plug that TJ had. At the moment. At that moment, my phone goes off and I pull it out, having to cup my hand over the top so I can see the screen under the bright sun. It's a Leo from text. It's a text from Leo.
Inbound.
That's a surface dyslexia for you.
Ball team. Hey, you know, now when we hit for like the next few lines, we just have to read it like the sheriff of Rottingham from Men in Tights.
Go for it.
Hey, him.
Yeah, just have all the Yoda speak.
Hey, Carl, they found. Found Carl, they did.
Oh, where?
Hey, they found Carl. He didn't say, just that they found him. The thing again, I should be worried about my best friend, but Twink. I have cute Twink to myself.
Mm.
Well, that's great.
Yeah?
I smile as a little ball of tension in my chest that I didn't even know was there dissipates. That's great. Where is he? I look back over my shoulder at the mansion, resting at the base of the mountains, the distance and heat making it hazy. I really don't want to walk all the way back.
Maybe he just took a walk like us and just got back.
Received a Leo from text. Alright, go for it, Chase. Maybe. My phone buzzes in my hand as I get another response from Leo.
No party. Carl isn't feeling good. Not after I kicked his ass.
I frown.
What?
Said Carl isn't feeling good, so there's not going to be a party?
Oh. Well, good thing I'm a healthcare professional. Let's go see.
TJ looks back at the mansion with me, airing out his shirt with both hands while he does. As much as it sucked for me to be under this sun, it's always worse for TJ with that thick fur. I copy him, airing out my own shirt, starting to feel subconscious again about my musk.
Should we head back? I hope he's okay.
Going on back there and grimace. I don't know. We could do something else? TJ appears to think, his hands on his hips. Then his face lights up.
Hey, Jaundic's house is right down the road. We can get a head start on the walk. Or the work.
Oh?
Oh. I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back. I'd almost forgotten about that. Well, I definitely planned to go. I didn't want to now, not under this heat. TJ jumps in place like he's warming up for a game.
It'll feel good to do something after sitting around all day. I'm just raring to go. It helps me air out or some shit.
I stare at TJ, absolutely baffled by his enthusiasm.
What? It's a cat thing.
I mean, well, first of all, it's work. I mean, I don't want to work. I just want to sit here and bang on my drums all day. And second, aren't you worried that she's going to be when we get there? How she's going to be when we get there? Hi.
I stare down the road at the approximate spot where we'd just seen her an hour ago. She's not there now, obviously, but the memory still sends chills up my spine.
Well, I want to make sure she's okay, too.
That memory of just seeing someone peeing in public. It's frightening me.
Oh yeah.
Just like, I can't possibly. It's like I got the chills. Is this the horror section already?
She's just squatting on the side of the road. Ugh.
Menacingly.
TJ's like, oh! I've studied all this. I know what that all looks like, but oh!
We should do church psychology, church counseling.
Just imagine his church textbooks. It just has a censor bar over everything that he's supposed to learn about. There's entire pages of the book that just have black paint on them.
Yeah. The only words that you see are at, a, the.
And then this is where Eve ate the apple, and now they're all cursed. You see, women are just full of demons. If you look at diagram 3,
This is a whole
I
bunch of
don't know. We
snakes for
should give
limbs.
her at least a couple hours to recover.
Mm-hmm. And this is what women look like underneath all of the makeup. It just shows Medusa.
And they're just like this cave that has like a sign above it that says shame.
Mm-hmm. All right, Chase, go for it.
I don't know. We should give her at least a couple hours to recover, because that's how drugs work, right? I mean, all drugs wear off, within that time period.
TJ stops bouncing and rubs his arm.
Sorry. If you don't want to, I can just go alone.
I glare at him.
Oh, don't guilt me. You better use those eyes for other things, TJ. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be manipulative. I just don't want you to be mad at me.
I stretch, feeling sweat trickle down the sides of my face.
TJ, when I get mad at you, don't worry, I will smite your little twinkness. But till then, we could wait until evening at least.
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
The disappointment on TJ's face is so obvious. There's no way he's not doing it on purpose. He even kind of looks like Kevin Sorbo in that one meme. He's disappointed!
Okay, what if she opens the door and she's still got her pants down? I mean, TJ, are you willing to see girly parts twice in one day? I don't think so.
TJ blanches.
Chase, it's almost like you're eager.
Well, staying in a room with Jenna has got me questioning things. I'm just saying that's what could happen. There's no telling what she's on, even though I apparently know the exact time frame when she will be coming down from it.
Jaundice isn't like that. It's a disease.
So maybe she's having some sort of episode. If only we had someone in our crew that was studying psychology. Too bad that'll never happen.
Never.
Everyone's crazy here.
All the more reason to bring Jenna, to check on her. On Jaundice.
I rub my face.
Come on. And I do mean come. Come on, TJ. Yeah. You know what I meant. Yeah.
It's fine. I can just go. You just go back and check on Carl. Just leave me alone. Just fuck
Send the
off.
innocent Christian twink over to the drug user's house, unaccompanied and, completely, unarmed with any kind of emotional knowledge.
I'm here to missionary to you.
My position is of the missionary.
TJ folds his arms and leans in closer.
Or maybe, she just had to pee.
He whispers the last few words like they're the worst cuss in the world. I snort and close my eyes.
Fine. I guess we can go get high with Jaundice. I mean, I was going to get high with my Ram friend, but, he got too high and, randomly passed out somewhere, which we're not worrying about.
Jaundice is like, here, just take this needle and put it into the vein. I wipe the back of my hand across my forehead.
But if I have heat stroke, it's all on you, because the one thing that otters are known for is not being able to handle the heat. Anyway, no one Google what African otters do to crocodiles. Don't. Especially not on your work computer.
I'm just assuming it's horrific now.
Oh yeah, a pack of otters versus crocodile, not gonna go the way you would think.
Oh gosh, don't say that. If you feel dizzy or sick, you're going inside. Plus, I don't have any water bottles to pour down your head.
The thought of sitting inside with jaundice while I cool down is almost as unbearable as the thought of manual labor. Still, TJ looks happy, which is worth it, I guess.
Let's see.
Yeah, who was Jaundice again?
I was jaundice.
Yeah, I gotta say, I didn't expect you two down here this early.
We follow the old coyote around the side of the house, weaving through the sagebush and tumbleweeds.
It's a bit hot right now, but if you're feeling up to it. Yeah, we just didn't have much else to do today, other than hang out with a friend or check up on him after his THC overdose, Nothing else. And also, why are you still wearing your fucking, work shirt, Jaundice?
Jaundice, as far as I can tell, has been acting completely normal, except for wearing her work attire at home.
I mean, to be fair, they just got DoorDash there in Echo, so she has to be, ready to go to get those diner meals out at all times.
She's a very dedicated employee.
Very dedicated.
She's kind of like Flo from Progressive. She just always has everything on. She sleeps and bathes in that.
I at least expected her to be embarrassed knowing what she'd done in front of us. Assuming she remembered it at all. I'm fine with not ever bringing it up again, though, and I'm sure TJ feels the same way. Once we reach the back of Jaundice's house, I'm amazed to see a pile of tumbleweeds maybe 10 feet high against the house. The pile sticks out another 5 feet from the wall.
Oh, I gave measurements of a wall of tumbleweeds. Behold my math.
Jaundice puts her hands on her hips, looking at the mess.
Whoa, is right. Been a few years since I got around to doing. Can't see out the back window anymore. Also, can't go pissing in front of my house. That's why I had to do it in the street.
Jaundice chuckles. TJ claps his hands and smiles.
That means we're going to be working in your pest garden. That's great.
TJ, new fetish unlocked.
This won't
There
be
is a
hard
hanky
at
for
all.
that one.
I feel like he's saying that for my sake. It's so hot, and I just want to lay down and die right here in the dirt.
Should be pretty quick. That's why I got another job.
A corner of my eye twitches. Jaundice turns to point out towards her backyard. Or at least what would be her backyard if there was a fence or something to separate it from the wilderness beyond.
See that pile of wood there?
She indicates what is indeed a pile of old, crumbling wood.
Used to be a shed there. Been there for God knows how long. You boys wouldn't mind salvaging good bits for firewood? Or you could even go off and make yourselves another treehouse.
Jaundice turns back to the small road that is her house.
Or even better, you could just take all this shit and go put it over at Duke's house. Motherfucker got rid of his stuff. Don't know how.
Yeah.
Should have talked to me.
Once he got rid of it all just sort of ended up in my backyard for some reason.
Yeah. Don't know how that happened. Go put it back. We'll have a little spat this way. Fuck that weed.
Crotch tug of war.
Fuck that crackhead.
Also,
He gave me bad smokes.
also go into Brian's house. Don't ask why. I give TJ the dirtiest look I can while he helplessly tries to smile on for Jaundice. TJ's for Jaundice. She shields her eyes against the sun.
Wow, Wow, it's a real scorcher today. I'll have lemonade made in a few. I thought it said for once. Like, I'll have lemonade made in a few. Until then, just try not to die.
As long as it's not the
Again,
Dennis the
something
Menace. As long as it's not Dennis the Menace lemonade, Jaundice, we should be fine.
Hey, John, this is tangy.
And with that, Jaundice heads back into the house, her heavy footsteps crunching through the brush. We're quiet for a few minutes, both staring at the pile of tumbleweeds.
She seems okay. Not like she's on like some kind of drug overdose or anything like you were thinking, asshole.
I crouch in the dirt, putting my heads. He's the Cerberus now. I crouch in the
Well,
dirt.
you gotta get up on the Hydra's back. I mean,
Chase the Cerberus.
I crouch in the dirt, putting my head in my hands. Go ahead, TJ.
I think she just had an embarrassing moment and acted awkward about it. I do it all the time. I'm over there pissing in the weeds at college.
Yeah, you know. TJ just squats down in the middle of the road and takes a dump right there.
well,
I don't
you know,
even
we're
bother
going through a
burying
drought.
it. I don't even bother burying it. You know, my parents just didn't raise me right.
I don't say anything.
Jace, are you okay? Do you need to go take a piss?
I shake my head silently.
It's not that bad. You can go do it over there.
He needs to move the story. He needs to move the plot forward. Chase needs to go take a piss.
Again, that's how Echo works. Pissing has the magical power to push the plot forward.
Do you need to advance the plot? Is your bladder full?
I sigh, deciding whether or not I'm actually gonna leave TJ when TJ then come back when it's not so hot. That's when I hear water running. I look up and see a grinning TJ standing at the corner of the house, holding up a green hose. Thank God it's a green hose. Water trickles out the metal capped end.
Thought I forgot about you and water? Remember, every 15 minutes at least.
Despite my bad mood, I can't help but smile a little at his continued enthusiasm. I stand up and walk over to the hose, taking it from TJ and letting the icy water run over my head, while he looks on approvingly. I have to keep myself from moaning at how good it feels. Once I'm done, I look back at the pile of tumbleweeds.
Oh, yes, TJ, spank me, daddy, with the hose. Beat me, daddy. Just in the voice of Angel Dust.
Oh yeah, beat me, daddy. So now Chase is into Impact Play. He's getting so many more he's getting so much more interesting all of a sudden.
He's getting so much character with our playthrough.
Instead of just being a completely like blank slate, it's like suddenly he's into a whole lot of things for some reason.
Well, college opened his eyes. Let's just say that.
Oh, it did.
Well, that's what liberalism is. It opens your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Although to be fair, Chase has a good question here because they don't have like a truck or any way of hauling stuff. So like, what are they doing with these tumbleweeds and like rotten wood? Like, are they just throwing them in the desert, or they're gonna set fire to them? They're gonna set fire to the building.
Well,
I
tumbleweeds, you can probably just break them up. And then, that'll compress them quite a bit, and then toss that out, or bury it or
And then
something.
becomes tinder, I guess.
Yeah, basically, it's just twigs.
Yep. Or you take all the twigs and just stab them into the ground, and you have like a tumbleweed forest.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we supposed to do with all these? She didn't tell us where to put them.
I have an idea, Chase. Bend over.
I was tempted to make a, take this, tumbleweed and shove it joke, but
I need to inspect all of these glands that you keep talking about.
Yeah, we'll cure that we'll cure that musk problem you keep mentioning.
Yeah, TJ just has a shirt that's called Otter Body Inspector. He's part of the OBI. 'Cause he's a teenage boy again.
well, actually, he is a TJ boy. He is a teenage boy. I think he's
TJ
only
boy?
19 still.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We'll just throw them off to the side. The wind will take care of them.
They'll put him over at Duke's house.
Mhm.
Then we'll do this next time we come here. He'll blow into Jonas's house.
Dude, it's just like the next day, it's just Duke and he's in front of his house. He's like, "Damn it! Why does all this shit keep showing up?" It's almost like I live in a desert.
Yeah, it's just like a short, but it's from Duke's perspective. He opens his door and sits on his porch and looks out at the desert. It's just a wall of tumbleweeds. He's like, God damn it!
He opens his front door. Tumbleweeds shoot into his house. He's like, "Oh, not again!"
No. It's going to be like Spy with Janice and Duke of what they do with their trash. So it just gets more and more over the top.
Mhm.
Well, no, I like the idea of like it's just a wall of tumbleweeds. As he opens his door, he's just like, huh? He just lights a smoke. You see, just like from a distance.
You just see a tumbleweed explosion.
Yeah, a little explosion.
No. Duke escalates it. So then he has like the meth boys help him push like his broken down like old 80s Trans Am and just like leaves it in her yard. Be like, oh, you thought tumbleweeds were fun? Have fun cleaning this up, Janice.
He's just like, dude, it's his band. Duke goes and gets his band, Duke and the Meth Boys, and then they clean it all up.
If anyone wants to make fan art of any of the crazy shit we're saying, I would love to see it.
So we set to work. Jaundice had at least 5 gloves for us, so we didn't have to worry about anything sharp going through our hands. I still get poked through my shirt, or even in the face if we pull one out. If we pull one out awkwardly. TJ, I can't help but notice, is a lot faster than I am. He's working at a quick and steady pace, not caring him at all when the tumbleweeds hit him in the face. I get a few more messages from Leo asking where we are. I tell him. When I tell him, he doesn't reply. Soon enough, I'm sweating buckets, dark circles forming under my arms and around my neck. 10 minutes in, and I have a shirt, letting it hang on a rusty metal outcrop under the window. I notice TJ giving me sidelong glances after I do that. I grin at him.
Okay, I just want to say, like, that text message thing makes perfect sense because Leo's probably reading that and he's like, they're at Jaundice's house? Wait, is that Otter, like, just cheating on me? Because that's, like, the worst lie ever, Chase. At least you gotta, like, bring your A game if you're not gonna be giving me Wolfie time.
Just chokes, TJ.
You think
Like,
my
Otter. Wait, what? Enjoying the show? Come on, TJ.
TJ jumps.
Look at my otterness. Look at these otter boobs, huh?
TJ jumps, scandalized.
And you hear the screen door open. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying this show real good.
Mm-hmm.
What? No.
TJ quickly looks away again, working faster than ever on the tumbleweeds, which are already half gone at this point. I notice that he's got some sweat stain patterns as I did.
Hey, you could take yours off too, TJ. It feels real good. You want to be a good boy, don't you? Who wants to be a good boy?
Come on, TJ, take your shirt
I
off.
would really like to see you both shirtless. You know, if you're getting swamp ass, you can always take those shorts off too.
Yeah, you can use my
Shadow straight
shower,
over here, boys.
but there's a Shower doesn't have a curtain because I live alone. And
And I don't
bathroom
mind
doesn't have
water
a door
getting on the
it.
floor.
Yeah, and
I don't mind water getting on the floor.
damage, you know.
Yeah, water damage.
And the bathroom doesn't have a door on it because I live alone. Don't mind me, I'm just going to sit here at this table.
She starts having a whistle like Herbert the pervert.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it would be catcalling at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
She's doing some cat calling and some otter calling. TJ stops and pants for a while, staring at the rest of the tumbleweeds.
I mean, might as well do it now. We still have a ton of morning wood to move. I mean, just regular wood to move. TJ, get that shirt off.
He flicks his ears, and I can see him blushing.
Are you embarrassed? Don't you shower naked with dudes at school in like that steamy room with all your, you know, soccerness on you after you've gotten like a good sweat going and you're all like lithe and skinny because you're all running. You have runner's bod. No one has any meat on your bones.
Dang, don't you spend hours and hours with other guys in a sexual sauna?
That's for the Lord.
Well, yeah, but
Ooh, what about butts?
TJ,
what?
I noticed TJ blushing again. TJ huffs and finally pulls his shirt off, forcing a smile as he goes to hang it up next to mine. I notice that he does it with crossed arms, the way girls do.
there. Don't look at me. No, don't. No, there. Are you happy? Don't make me take my
Very.
pants off.
Very happy, yeah.
Don't make me notice. Don't notice me.
Don't notice me. No.
Dude, what's with you being all weird and having your shirt off? Like, free the nip, dude. The nips need freedom. You were the same way this morning, although I get it because, you know, smelly, stupid girl was about. But, you know, free that nip.
TJ sighs.
I was trying not to make it weird, but you two were just staring at me when I opened the door, and my nipples got hard, and I felt awkward. Like, just get your attention off of me.
I laugh and TJ puts his hands on his hips.
Had to step to the right.
It's just like an Indian movie for like a Bollywood movie. For some reason, like Jaundice, TJ, and Chase just start doing some sort of dance.
Start doing the time warp.
Yeah.
And you know, because it's a horror thing, it's like also there's spiders doing the time warp as well.
Yeah. It's like a scorpion doing the time warp in the sand next to them.
Yeah, that's when the socket man shows up and he has a dance number, you know.
Yeah, he's breakdancing in the back while they're time warping.
You can just see the sucking man on his head just spinning. Some cardboard down.
Yeah, the monster from the road just starts beatboxing. Give him a beat to dance to.
The best part is he can beatbox out of either of his empty eye sockets or his mouth.
He's just a subwoofer guy now.
Then Brian shows up and really just starts crumping and pumping. And he's popping and locking just all over the place.
No, he's just like these are really good to help enhance the experience. He starts handing out samples.
And then Mike and Clint show up and they got to do classical dancing. They just do a waltz.
And Leo's just in the background frowning about how he's, you know.
Leo's just in the back frowning because he's self-conscious, doesn't want to go dance. Chula might think he looks weird.
Well, you know, you can dance if you want to. I mean, you can leave your troubles behind. I mean, but if you don't want to dance, you don't have to dance. We can. How the rest of that song goes.
You're no friend of
I
mine.
forgot the lyrics halfway through.
You're like, if you don't want to dance, you're no friend of mine.
That's right, Leo. If you
I
don't want to
mean-
dance, you're no boyfriend of mine.
You're no true love
I
of
mean-
mine.
I mean, the way I was saying it was a very unsafe dance. What can I say?
All right, TJ, go for it.
Just remember that when we're done, we're going to have to check our torsos for ticks too.
You know, like the best superhero, the Tick. You know, and then he hangs out with Arthur, and you know, have fun.
There's a song that's called "I Like to Check You." I want to check you for ticks. It's a country song, so you know where that's going.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my oh yeah worked surprisingly well. That was actually the line.
Oh, yeah, okay. That dampens my spirits.
Like this hose. That just dampens me all down. Man, this sucks. TJ, let me show you a different way that those words could be used. Hmm?
TJ pants quietly for a few seconds.
It is a little hot. Which reminds me, it's time for another bath.
Well, TJ,
grabs the
I
hose.
wasn't going to say it was hot, but then you took your shirt off. Mm-hmm. So you admit this was a bad idea. Behold, I, Chase, must always be correct in all my statements. TJ, learn that place. Like, I'll
No.
use your crucifix as a leaf, as a collar. There.
No, I mean, maybe, but at least we'll have the evening to do something once we finish, right? I mean, you'll have to go home, back to the motel, and take a bath and change, or else everyone's gonna smell you. You know, from here to Peyton.
That's right, Chase, you're a smelly boy. He smiles at me hopefully. That does brighten my mood a little.
Want to go to the here by the logic of the game setup so far, no one should be running it, but you know.
TJ smile. TJ smiles before bending over towards the tumbleweed again. Bending at the waist, no doubt, no less. Of course TJ would bend over like that.
With his tail in the air like it just don't care.
Yeah, sure. I was wanting to try the... Oh!
I'm sorry, TJ, they're all out of that. They sold out of it this morning.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
out of.
it-
Arr!
Is that the
Wagyu steak.
I jump a foot in the air, almost falling into tumbleweeds.
Go, go, go!
TJ's off like a bullet, running away from the pile and in my direction. Confused, I jump out of his way, then follow him around the side of the house as I look at where he'd been standing. But I don't see anything. But his reaction is enough to get my fur standing up on the back of my neck. TJ comes to a stop in front of the house.
What the hell? What happened? Did you have a gay panic moment right now, TJ? Did it just click off in your brain?
I think it did. I finally catch up to him, panting under the heat. TJ's back gasping, too, but probably more out of fear.
Tarantula!
A reflexive shiver runs up my body as I wring my hands out.
Oh my, how the turn have tabled on you, TJ. You thought it was so funny, but now look at you. Nah, 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 nah. No!
I'm suddenly very conscious. I'm suddenly very conscious of everything around me. All the little twigs and branches of the sagebush looking like spiders.
Are you sure? Because, you know, there are other kinds of spiders in the world. I don't know why we only bring up the one, but there's black widows. I mean, there's brown recluses, silverfish. I mean, there's a lot of things to be scared of, TJ.
I mean, there's also the other thing that
Are you terrified yet?
There's also the other thing that most tarantulas aren't poisonous to humans. And they don't actually want to bite you. They kind of just want to get away from you. It's
Yeah,
kinda
that's what I
weird.
was
Well, in
thinking.
this
Like,
setting, they're also magic and do have poison, but you know.
Yeah.
yeah, more often than not, if they feel threatened, they're just going to like brush their back part of their body. I forget what it's called, the thorax.
Yeah.
And try to knock hairs off that irritate your eyes and mucous membranes. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know why TJ's all. Oh, hey, look, a tarantula. Brush, brush, brush with one of the, tumbleweeds I just picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's on the tumbleweed, just pick up that tumbleweed and like gently roll it away. It's not hard.
Of course, you
Anyways.
can't really stomp them because they don't have shoes in this universe. Which I just clicked. That just clicked off in my brain. It's like you can't really like stomp, bugs. So then you get like
a stick
bug
or
goo
something
in
and
your
swat it.
yeah, because then you get all the bug goo in your paws.
Chase
we're on
you,
TJ
stick
now?
attack.
Super effective.
Yes.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Yes. Yeah. I was love that. Are you sure? Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Just like
completely
real
out of
happy.
context voice acting. I love it. That'd be hilarious.
No, out of nowhere, TJ just pulls out a lighter and just like, I've unlocked fire mode. Let me burn things, Chase. Come on.
Whips out a lighter and some sort of like fur spray or something. Walks over. And Jaundic's house is on fire. Oh no!
And
TJ's
Jonathan doesn't even notice. She's too high. She's like, I guess it did get a little warm in here. I gotta check the air conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, not again.
TJ's voice is high pitched and squeaky as he shakes his hands. He's laughing, but to himself nervously.
I was reaching down for another one, and when I touched it, it moved, and it was a giant freaking spider.
TJ must be really freaked out because I rarely hear him use that word. We both stand there for a minute, and TJ looks towards the back of the house again, biting his lip. There's something a bit off about the way he's acting, though. Maybe a little over-exaggerated. I narrow my eyes.
Is this another prank? Because even though that's really not your character, TJ, Jen is the prankster, but I'll just assume it's that.
No, no, this rubber spider is real. Catch!
TJ looks back at me and shakes his head, his eyes wide.
It was right there. It's probably still there now.
Lurking, standing there, menacingly.
Just imagine, like, Jenna somehow knew and she put a rubber spider inside the tumbleweeds.
Dude, you better not be joking around with me on this. I'm gonna make the rest of today so much worse. I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna punish you like a little dirty, bratty sub. Oh.
Turns out TJ's a brat. There is no erection without correction.
And then TJ just goes,
Oh yeah, punish me, Daddy.
TJ is just angel dust. He shivers again, but I'm still suspicious. TJ could be a good actor when he wanted.
It was definitely a tarantula.
The front door suddenly opens and Jaundice pokes her head out.
Oh my stars! Where are these two handsome young men? Who are these two handsome young men?
So how you said stars just made me think that you were doing another Christopher Walken. Oh my stars! Who are these two handsome young men in my front yard?
Yeah, Janice has just got thirst mode unlocked.
Yeah.
Achievement gained.
The old coyote comes out, looking us up and down, especially TJ. The lynx notices and grips an arm across one of his hands. An arm with one of his hands, as if trying to cover her up under her gaze.
and that's what I'm all that hollering.
And that's
Yep.
and what's with all that hollering?
A friend.
Yeah, why is Janice? Sorry,
Good.
I was gonna say, why is Janice a coyote? Clearly, she's a cougar. Heyo.
She's going after TJ. She's looking for some prey. She's on the prowl.
I frown at the old coyote's forwardness.
Stranger danger, TJ. Never mind what I was saying. Put that shirt back on. Danger.
I look at TJ, but he doesn't say anything.
TJ says he saw a tarantula. So spiders negate all sexiness, Janice. Just go back in the house. Do not look at my twinkle like that. He's mine. Mine.
Janice claps a paw to the side of her face.
Well, I'll be darned. A blonde? Maybe. I've never seen one before. Well, they're all they're all over around here. You just never see them because they.
You just never see him. Because,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you overpeaked your mic there, Daz.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Well-
barely got you.
Well, they're all over around here. You just never see them because they only come out at night.
Janice shields her eyes again.
Janice?
Jaundice.
This time of day, it's way too hot for them. Was probably a huntsman. They're
Oh, yes.
always on the prowl, just like me.
Just like
That's like
those.
gonna steal Cinderella's heart. Oh no, Snow White's heart.
Just like those huntsman coyotes.
They're just.
They make
Oh,
a
God.
trap of tumbleweeds and then lure young men to come and clear it out for them. All this talk about spiders is making me want to just the motel right now.
It wasn't.
TJ mumbles next to me, but I don't think Jaundice hears him.
Just wanted you two to know that I made some lemonade. And I have some cookies in the oven, too. They're real special.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the lemonade associating more yellow things with jaundice. Just like, yeah, it's a weird motif we accidentally picked up.
Yeah, that's right.
It's in the text.
Oh, and you know, those cookies, they're lemon drops.
I got
TJ,
some lemon meringue pie cooling in the window.
Sugar cookies, yeah. That's what they
TJ,
are.
TJ forces a smile onto his face.
Oh, thank you, Jaundice.
She grins at him.
Oh, you are just the most adorable thing I ever did see.
She moves forward to pinch his cheek ruffs and somehow manages to stay smiling while she does it. Finally, Jaundice bustles back inside as I give TJ a long look. He throws his hands up in the air.
I'm not lying.
I can see him turning red under his fur, so I leave it for now. We look around for a while, but we can't find any trace of the spider. Getting back to work is difficult, and I keep jumping at the sight of anything long and spindly.
So every
Which-
single tumbleweed.
Pretty much. Which, when you're clearing out tumbleweeds, is everything.
Oh, there it is.
On top of that, I see several smaller spiders, and every time I do, I jump and run a few steps away before I try to shoo them off. TJ recovers a lot faster, though, and pretty soon he's tossing the tumbleweeds at the same pace he was earlier. This makes me even more suspicious. Anyway, it's not a bad sight. TJ way more in shape than I am, the tight muscles in his back easily standing out and gliding under the fur. I catch myself staring several times, and I'm pretty sure he does too. Once we're almost finished, I have to straighten up, push my hands into my lower back to make it crack.
sore?
A little bit. We should have used more lube.
TJ tosses out one of the last tumbleweeds before walking up to my side.
Does it always hurt?
He puts a hand on my lower back and starts sliding it around.
Oh yeah, TJ. Keep going. Yeah, TJ. Not really. Just when I'm bending over and stuff. Which, by the way, let me bend over some more for you, Teach. Want to see my muscle glands? Huh? Let me show you. Let me.
He's quiet for a moment, teasing through the fur on my back. I start to blush, but that's when he applies some pressure to a muscle. I grimace and arch. Wow, that's...
Wow.
Go ahead.
Wow, that's stiff.
Phrasing.
It's almost like I'm reaching into your pants.
Aw.
Sorry, I've been watching too much Archer lately.
TJ pulls his other hand around the front of my body, and says something to the effect of, "Let me check this out, too."
See, they're already to the reach around phase. They grow up so fast.
He pushes on my abdominals. I hiss and... I
My
hiss.
abductor muscles, really.
I hiss and
Toby
try...
Jack Reacher.
I hiss and try to writhe away, but he puts a hand on my shoulder to hold me in place. He giggles.
Hold still for a second.
And then his other paw goes on my shoulder, and then I know what it's time for. Well, you're digging into me like that. Okay, phrasing. I know I'm using this joke too much like Archer did, but yeah, no, that's just phrasing. Owlie knew what he was doing.
That's
All right.
because you're all tensed up. Just relax. This train's going to Browntown.
Now the big question is, so the big question is, which one of them is more of a bottom? I tried to do as he
I'm
says.
guessing in this scenario, Chase is going to be the half the top. Like he's going to draw the sword straw. Like he's going to lose the coin flip and half the top.
I try to do as he says, even though it's extremely uncomfortable.
So, otters are known for having bad backs. Your lumbar is all fucked up.
That's why I need my special swing, TJ. That's how I can do this. I know, my dad can barely move these days. He can barely even call himself daddy anymore.
That's terrible. You should be able to speak. The back doesn't have anything to do with muscle with your jaws.
I shrug.
He still gets around. He just needs all his fentanyl. I mean, just a couple of those, some other opiates, and then he's just scooting around for like a little while.
Yep.
Congratulations, Kaiser. You have just unlocked the achievement. It's called, what was it called? Demonetization.
It's
Well,
just
considering
like,
how much the F word has come up, lately, like we're supposed to, change the entire world for that one drug, even though it barely comes over the border. But Trump just is like, nope, we're gonna ruin the world's economy for that.
Yep. TJ's like, yeah, so your dad just comes in, he gets a little itty bitty little thing on his finger, and then he can walk around like no problem.
Just needs his happy drug.
Yeah.
Like Stolas, he just needs bottles of happy pills.
Yeah.
He gets it from the slaughtering.
Which you don't want to have to rely on. Slaughtering.
My shoulder bumps TJ's chest, and his long whiskers brush my ear.
Again, this sounds totally straight. This sounds so hetero.
Oh yeah, totally.
There's no undertones at all. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
And now, Chase, Get on your back and let me hold your ankles. Let me put them over my shoulder.
It's the short legs and long back.